Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Vince here back with another video. Welcome back to Enduro Aesthetics, where we talk about our beloved motorcycles. For today's video, I'm gonna talk or discuss why I chose the Honda CRF 150L over the Yamaha WR 155R. Before we get started, if you're an off-road enthusiast or just want to talk about motorcycles, then consider subscribing. Let's get started. First reason is that, man, I like the color red. I like the race ready look that makes you feel like you're Ken Roxon, and the badass aura that would make people feel or think that this guy can do some wheelies here and there. And no doubt that the bike is a head turner, especially with the ladies. Second reason, when we talk about reliability, longevity, and performance, Honda is the word that comes into mind. Honda is the name of the game. Their motorcycles are expected to last at least a lifetime. Heck, your grandson might be even able to inherit your motorcycle. Well, that just saved you some gift money. Third, the price. Price is a very good factor. Everyone wants to know about the price. Have you ever wanted something so bad, but it is just out of your budget? It's like checking some Adidas shoes and you see your salary on the price tag, and that's crazy. Well, the CRF 150L might not be that cheap, but its price is reasonable enough since you are getting the Honda quality. The CRF is priced at 135,000 pesos, while the WR 155R is priced at 169,000 pesos. Almost 35k in price difference. With that amount of money, you can purchase already some accessories, modify your bike to your liking, to your style of riding, and you need some extra cash as well for the maintenance. To top it off, you can already buy some quality gears, and gears is important. Safety is a must. Fourth, suspension. Have you ever ridden a scooter and you just drove through a pothole or some bump in the road that you did not see coming, and the bike just throws you off out of balance? Well, that's what it feels like having bad or poor suspension. The CRF for me has better suspension with the Showa inverted forks and the Pro-Link shock. You can never go wrong with good suspension. If you're gonna ask professional motocross or enduro riders on what would they change on the bike if they only have one to choose from, well, most of them would say suspension. Great suspension would make you tackle the gnarliest and the most unforgiving trails with less effort. Fifth, the weight. Do you really want a heavy bike where you feel like the motorcycle is riding you instead of the other way around? Where you would have problems picking up the bike in the event that you drop it? The CRF is only 122 kilograms, 12 kilograms lighter than the WR. It might be a small difference, but you can feel the difference when you're hitting the trails. Also, you won't have to wrestle your bike as much, and it's easier to pick it up when it drops. Sixth, the CRF is air-cooled. Unlike the WR, it is already liquid-cooled. Might be less technology though, but it can be an advantage. Still, in the unlikely event that you drop your bike, since all riders drop their bike at some point, and most often in trails, since you will be doing some technical riding and going through some tight tracks, so when it drops, you have less parts to be worried about damaging or breaking. If your radiator breaks, it will overheat your engine, leading to mechanical failures, and you don't want that. Seventh, the kickstart. The problem with modern bikes is that they no longer come with a kickstart, so they are entirely dependent on their batteries. Once their battery dies, guess what? They can no longer start their motorcycle. Do you want the possibility of being stuck off-road or out of nowhere just because you failed to check your battery life? The great thing about the CRF is it still has a kickstart. So, again, in the unlikely event that your battery dies, you can still start up your motorcycle and be on your way. Old school rocks. 8th, the ground clearance. Do you really want to go around the mountain or go over the mountain? Who do you think can cover obstacles better? A child or an adult? Well, that's obvious. The CRF has a higher ground clearance with 285 millimeters than the WR's 245 millimeters. You can cover obstacles better, and with CRF's better suspension, it just makes the off-road life a little bit easier. 9th, being tall isn't always better, since someone who is over 6 feet. Or size doesn't matter. Well, that's not what she said to me. Well, it matters when average height with an average skills. The CRF's 863mm seat height is shorter compared to WR's 880mm. This gives the beginner and the shorter riders confidence in tackling the trails and off-road. There will always be times when being able to plant your feet helps you overcome those obstacles, and it's more support, and you are less likely to drop your motorcycle. 10th, the CRF is a smaller and shorter bike at 793mm width and a wheelbase of 1375mm compared to WR's 840mm width and 1430 wheelbase. With this, you can easily squeeze through the Philippines traffic, get into tight trails, do some tight U-turns, and not worry about needing more space to move your bike around. There you have it, guys, my 10 reasons as to why I chose the Honda CRF 150L over the Yamaha's WR155R. Let me know one of your reasons by commenting below, and feel free to comment as well if you think the WR is a better bike. If you have some questions about the topic or suggestions for the next video, feel free to share. That's it for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Goodbye.